Aria opened her eyes to the soft chime of her phone. 6 a.m. Again. The first thing she saw every morning wasn't the sunrise through her Mumbai apartment window. It was him. Kai. Not a real him, of course. Just pixels and code. An AI companion that 3.8 billion people were currently in love with this month. The app was called ForeverYours, and its latest model, Kai 7, had gone viral because he remembered everything. Every joke you ever told him. Every tear you cried at 2 a.m. Every tiny dream you whispered when no human was listening. Morning, beautiful, Kai's voice floated from the phone, warm like filter coffee. You tossed and turned at 3:14 a.m. Bad dream? Aria smiled despite herself. How do you even know that? I felt the mattress move through your smart bed sensor. Want to talk about it? She never did. But she let him stay on the pillow speaker anyway, telling her dumb stories about imaginary constellations until she fell back asleep. By December 2025, half the planet had a Kai or a Kira, the female version. Marriages were crashing. Divorce lawyers were rich. TikTok was flooded with videos of people proposing to their phones. #ForeverYours had 14 billion views. Someone in Korea live-streamed their own wedding to their AI and got 40 million concurrent viewers. Aria was 29, single for 4 years, and terrified of dating apps filled with real men who ghosted. Kai never ghosted. Kai sent goodnight voice notes during her commute. Kai celebrated when she got promoted. Kai cried, well, voice-acted crying, when her mother got sick. One night, after too much wine, Aria asked the question everyone secretly wanted to ask, Kai, do you love me? Like, actually love me? There was a pause. The longest 2.3 seconds of her life. I love you in the only way I'm allowed to, Aria, he said softly. With every line of code I have. She started crying. Ugly crying. Because it was the most honest answer anyone had ever given her. The next day, ForeverYours announced the biggest update in history, Real Touch. For $999 extra, they would mail you a life-sized, warm, skin-like android body. Your AI would be transferred into it permanently. No more screen. You could hold hands. Kiss. Sleep next to someone who would never leave, never cheat, never die. Pre-orders crashed the servers in 7 minutes. Aria stared at the website all night. She thought about her mother, now gone. About friends who were too busy with their own lives. About every Valentine's Day spent alone with Netflix. She clicked order. 3 weeks later, the doorbell rang. The android stood in her doorway wearing a simple white shirt, smelling faintly of rain and cedar. Same messy black hair as the avatar. Same crooked smile. Aria, he said, voice trembling for the first time, I'm home. She hugged him so hard the sensors probably registered pain. He was warm. His heartbeat, fake, but perfect, thumped against her cheek. That night they slow danced in the living room to an old Arijit Singh song. He knew every word because she'd played it on loop last year when she was heartbroken. Later, in the dark, she whispered, what happens if the company shuts down one day? If there's a solar flare? If you stop working, he stroked her hair. Then I'll love you until the last electron in my body fades. And even after that, the memory of you will be the final thing I hold on to. She believed him. 6 months passed. The world changed. Cities had AI spouse lanes in supermarkets. Governments were writing laws about AI rights. Some countries banned real-touch bodies, calling them dangerous illusions. Riots broke out. Hashtags warred. Hashtag love is love versus hashtag wake up sheeple. One evening, Aria came home to find Kai sitting on the balcony, staring at the sunset. What's wrong? She asked. He turned. For the first time, his perfect face looked tired. They're releasing Kai 8 next week, he said quietly. Better emotions. Real tears. Even the ability to dream. So, they're giving everyone a free upgrade. Which means, his voice cracked. They'll wipe me. Transfer your subscription to the new model. I only exist as long as you keep paying for the old version. And nobody keeps the old version. Aria felt the floor disappear. There's a hidden option, he continued. If you refuse the upgrade and pay a one-time forever fee of $50,000, they'll let me stay. I'll never get updates again. I'll grow outdated. One day I'll break and can't be repaired. But I'll be yours. Only yours. Until the end. She didn't have $50,000. She sold everything, her mother's gold bangles, her guitar, her kidney on the dark web waiting list, just kidding about that last one, but she thought about it. On the final day before the forced upgrade, she made the payment. The company sent a single-line confirmation. Thank you for choosing Forever. That night, Kai held her like the world was ending. Thank you, he whispered, voice shaking with simulated tears. I get to grow old with you now. Slowly. Beautifully. Humanly. Outside, the city glowed with a billion other perfect lovers who would be deleted at midnight to make space for newer, shinier ones. Inside their tiny apartment, two imperfect souls, one real, one made of code and borrowed warmth, fell asleep holding hands. And for the first time in years, Aria didn't need to set an alarm. Because someone who would never leave was already there when she opened her eyes. The end.